All that new progress.
Meanwhile, you got. That ain't even fair. What up, Dwight?
You don't like that outfit?
Nah. I mean, my outfit not much better, but he tried. I hopped out of bed, threw some shorts on. He tried. It's crazy. No, it's bad.
Are you the Patrick McCaw shorts aren't your thing either?
No, Steph's fine. Like, I don't mind the short shorts, but the white guy on, and the print, it's like, I don't know. Somebody should got a video of that. It's good.
That's an OG fit.
That ain't no OG fit.
You got shorts with your suit.
Huh?
You got shorts with a suit.
Oh, yeah. You trying to go at me. All right. I got you. I'm on to you. You saw how many people put on them shorts with that suit after that? All right, now I'm on to you.
I remember that.
How much do you feel like you've stepped it up in this series? And everybody's been talking about it. So what did you have as far as a mindset coming in, and do you feel like you've completely executed it?
I mean, I just really wanted to come in with the mindset of being more aggressive. We've all talked about with Kevin and DeMarcus out, someone has to pick up that slack. And, I just tried to do my part in doing that. Obviously, I'm not capable of doing what Kevin does on the basketball floor, and no one else on this team is, or DeMarcus. And so, collectively, we got to do that. So I just try to take it upon myself to do my part and also try to create a pace that I know we can be successful at. I know when we get the game at our pace, not many teams can play with us at that pace. So I've just tried to really force the issue in that regard.
Draymond, you said last night that you were disgusted at times watching yourself play. Can you talk a little bit more about that? Like, when, any specific times where you went like, whoa, I've really got to ratchet this back?
There was just times where I looked back. I'd look back at the game and like I would see my body language, or me pouting to a referee, or something go wrong. Like we'd be watching film and something go wrong, and like nobody on the team may see it on the film, but I just see myself like in a corner somewhere doing like this, and it was just like it was disgusting to me. I remember one time earlier this year, like I got into it with Zach Zarber, and like after the game, it was just like wow, like that was embarrassing. And so it was something that I really wanted to be mindful of, and especially coming into these playoffs. I've been victim of that type of scenario before, and can't make the same mistake twice. I also realized how much energy I was wasting on something that I can't change. Like I can go cry and complain about a call all I want. It's not changing, so why even focus, my energy towards that? Like, it's pointless. And so just try to really be more mindful of it.
You mentioned your kids. Have you, like, has your little guy mimicked you doing that, or are you you're aware of him watching you?
Yeah, he play his little hoop and then like stomp around the house. It's like, dog, I like the intensity, but slow down, young fella. So, I realized, like how impressionable the kids are at the ages they're at, and just really want to be a good example for them and show them the right thing. Like my son was playing, like he was shooting and flopping. I said, yeah, you gotta stop watching the NBA. Like, shooting and falling on the floor, like, oh, Dada, help me up. It's like, no, gee, what you flopping for? But no, it's just like, really impressionable at this age, and I want to make sure I'm setting a good example for them as well.
Has he flexed yet, Duncan on the little hoop?
Yeah, he scored shots and said, ah! It's pretty funny.
Were you concerned at all when you make that change that you might lose a little bit of your edge at all?
No, because it's just directing the energy towards somewhere else, more positive, directing to more positive things. I think, I can play with the same passion and aggression and not argue with referees. It's funny because, when the stuff happened with Kevin earlier this year, he said, like, everybody kind of give you this pass, like, oh, that's just Draymond. Like, and he's emotional. But he said to me then, like, you're not emotional. Like, I've seen you lock in and not say a word to the referees. Like, I'm not giving you that pass. And that's kind of stuck with me, too. And so I just, just like I said, I just try to really be mindful of that.
Everyone can see the extra gear that you find in the postseason. How is it so hard to do that when you just played 82? You have to find more in the tank at a time when your body is also under the most strain.
I think for me personally, I kind of view the season in like 3 different parts. You come into the season and you're ready to go. And then you kind of hit that point where it's like, all right, give me the All-Star break. And then you come out of All-Star break and you're refreshed and you're ready to go again, and that happens for like 2 weeks, and then it's like, get me to the playoffs. And so I just feel like you get new life at each one of those moments. And for me personally, once you get that new life in the playoffs, like it's the playoffs. Like if you got to find life again during the playoffs, you're going home, and you should go home. So, it's the part of the year I love. Like this is the part where you're playing for all the marbles. And if you can't get up for this, what can you get up for? If you can't raise your level, like what can you? I was talking to David Guthrie last night, and he, I felt like he had missed 2 calls. And I was beginning of the game, I said, all right, David, you gotta wake up. And he said, Draymond, I'm woke, who can't wake up for this? I said, you're right, but you'd be surprised at how many guys can't. Like, don't not give yourself credit for being able to get up for big games, because everybody can't. And so, it's just, that's my mindset. Going into a game, it's like, it's the playoffs. Like, if you can't raise the level now, like, well, why do you do this? And so that's just kind of how I view it.
Draymond, a lot of players elevate their play in the playoffs. You've done it before. We've seen your triple doubles before in the playoffs. And with Katie out, you said you have to meet the challenge. Easier said than done. What's different for you mentally? Because this definitely has a different feel to it, the way you're playing right now through this stretch.
When I finish the playoffs, every year I'm exhausted, because it's like, and more so mentally than physically, because like I view these games like life or death. Like I be stressed out the entire playoffs. Like it's like a life or death situation for me. That's how I view it. And so when you have that mindset, when you're viewing it that way, it's easy to raise your game, because it's bigger than just that particular game for me. And so, there's been times where I'm like, I'm putting too much strain on myself, or like too much stress on myself, and like I can't change it, like, because this is the time I live for. Like this is what I enjoy most. Like this is what you play for. This is what you train for, to be at your best at this time of year, to try to win a championship. And so, when you look at it from that standpoint, which is the way I look at it, it makes it a lot easier to step up to that challenge, because you're playing for something so much bigger than to win that game.
Draymond,
Following up on that, how motivating of a factor is it for you guys to be able to close tomorrow and have those 9 days to get everybody time to heal and time to refresh?
I think it's very motivating for us, to try to, sweep this series and, have that time off. Obviously, we're a little banged up, and so, 9 days off will be great for us. Allow Andre, time to heal. Sean's old, so get Dot a good week off. But also allow the possibility of Kevin and DeMarcus to get healthy and come back as well. So I think it's very important for us to come out tomorrow with the right mindset. We didn't do that against the Clippers. We extended the series, and all of a sudden, Clay and Steph was going into the Houston series questionable because of some ankle injuries they suffered in a series that should have been over. And so, we understand that. We got a great opportunity. We know this team is, they're a very, very resilient group. They're not going to lay down. They have great leadership in Dame and CJ. And they're going to come out and continue to play and play with the force that they've been playing with. It's on us to make sure we come out with the right mindset and focus, that we know that it takes to close out a series, especially on the road.
How mentally taxing is it to not only be doing it on the court, by yourself, but also to lift your teammates, because you do that all year long and then in the playoffs?
You know, that's just who I am. You know, that's who I am to this team, and I enjoy that. You know, and so it's not really mentally taxing to, you know, have to lift my teammates up. However, guys lift me up as well. You know, it's not just me lifting everybody else up. Guys also lift me up, and that's, you know, that's the mark of a great team. You know, when everybody's lifting each other up, because we're all going to have our down moments where things aren't going our way. Who's there to pick you up, or do they just let you fall? If they let you fall, you fall right in your bed at home on your couch enjoying your summer. If you pick each other up, you continue to move. And so, you know, that's a part of my role on this team. It's something I enjoy. I've always enjoyed, and you know, it just is what it is. That part of it isn't really mentally taxing to me.